Welcome to Woosh TV. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 most heavily guarded billionaires. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to Woosh TV YouTube channel for future updates. Number 10. Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, like other political figures in Russia, is protected by the Federal Protective Service, but Putin's entourage appears to be an entirely different package. Little is known about Putin's arm in the Federal Protective Service. There is no public data about its operations and no publicly available reports. It is so secretive that only educated guesses can be made about what they do. Vladimir is a divisive figure who has been the focus of media attention since his first acting presidency, when it was noted that the man had begun to cultivate a sort of personality cult around him, similar to some previous leaders. Although there are no giant statues of him being erected, he has become an internet icon in his own right, which has kept him within the realm of the public, which is not always free. Of course, the populist view of this leader is extremely polarized due to his cabinet's political and financial corruption, which has resulted in countless protests, threats, and assassination attempts, forcing Putin to beef up security in his own unique way. Number 9. Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump is a real estate heir, businessman, and former president of the United States with a net worth of $2.5 billion. Obviously, the position of former US president has always come with its own security detail, which means a large budget. In addition, Trump has enlisted his own personal security detail to work alongside the Secret Service. Number 8. Kim Jong-un. When they saw his security detail running alongside his armored limousine during a visit to Singapore, the world became fascinated with North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un protection. How does a man go about his business while constantly fearful of assassination attempts and competition from within his own circle of power? Kim Jong-un, it turns out, has his own 100,000-man army with a command structure that reports directly to him, rather than just a personal Secret Service detail. This unit is known as the Supreme Guard Command, and you'd be hard-pressed to tell his detail is always around him, because they blend into the backgrounds and spectacles. This unit not only protects their leader, but it also serves as a propaganda tool. Kim Jong-un is attempting to convey the idea of his alleged, near-sacred importance by claiming to be untouchable, while also attempting to protect his herbal regime from internal sabotage. Number 7. Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II has had an illustrious career thus far. She is the first British monarch to commemorate her 65-year reign with a sapphire jubilee. If she is still reigning in 2022, she will be the first monarch in the United Kingdom to celebrate a platinum jubilee. The Queen has been guarded by the Royal Guard, which is the name given to the infantry and cavalry who stand guard at the royal residences you are most likely familiar with. The foot guards who patrol the perimeters of the royal residences, the soldiers who have worn the red tunics and tall bearskin hats for many years. Marines are FA agents, and Navy fleets have mounted to the Queen's Guard depending on the task, or the royal family's mode of transportation. They have postings at Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, the Piquet Bank, and the Tower of London, to name a few. Although the Queen's security spending estimates are kept private, it is, as you might expect, costly. In 2010, it was estimated that providing 24-hour security to 21 members of the family would cost around £100 million per year. Number 6. Pope Francis. The Pope is both the Bishop of Rome and the world's ex officio leader. He, like the president of a country, requires the utmost protection as the head of the Catholic Church. The Pope lives in Vatican City, a city-state near Rome, Italy, which is probably one of the most heavily fortified cities in the world. Even as you walk down the streets, you can see all of the Stoic guards dressed in antiquated armor and wielding equally antiquated spears. That's right, the Pope is being guarded by spears, but don't be fooled. These armored guards are actually a high-end military force comprised of top ex-Swiss soldiers capable of subduing a threat in seconds. Aside from the spears, they have a fine collection of firearms hidden away in case of emergency. The Swiss Guard has been in existence for over 500 years, making it the world's oldest military force. When Pope Julius II officially established the Guard in 1506, it was a mercenary force that is still renowned to this day for some of the most decisive victories during the skirmishes that were taking place in and around Rome. Who better to guard such a holy figure than an army that has withstood 500 years of siege? Number 5. Vladimir Lenin. Most of you would be surprised to learn that you don't even have to be alive and breathing to be considered valuable and worthy of protection. A mausoleum dedicated to former Soviet leader Vladimir Lenin is located in Red Square in the heart of Moscow, Russia. His body has been on display in public since shortly after his death in 1924. With a few exceptions during wartime, an honor guard has stood guard over his body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 95 years. It is rumored that the soldiers are told that Lenin's body is the most important thing Russia has. The Kremlin Regiment is a one-of-a-kind military order that is part of the Russian Federal Protective Service. With special unit status, the regiment protects the Kremlin, its treasures, and state officials, including Lenin himself. Not every country believes in embodying a corpse, but in the Soviet Union, Lenin's never-decaying body also serves as an enduring symbol of his ideals for the soldiers. Number 4. Mark Zuckerberg. Nothing about Facebook, including CEO Mark Zuckerberg's personal security budget, is any longer a secret. Mark Zuckerberg has spent approximately $20 million on security since 2015, with $7.3 million going toward his own personal bodyguards for his home and travels. These bodyguards are sometimes referred to as the Zuckerberg Secret Police. According to rumors, this detail consists of 16 full-time guards who work in shifts at all times. This sum of money is thought to be a record for security costs for any CEO of a large corporation. To compare, over a decade ago, Oracle's tech executive Larry Ellison had the most security expenses reported, totaling $1.8 million. With a company that is constantly being chastised for collecting massive amounts of personal data from its users and selling that information to the highest bidder, Zuckerberg appears to prefer to keep his personal life a better-kept secret. Number 3. JayZ and Beyonce. JayZ and Beyonce's musical empire has been frequently targeted by rogue fans or other criminals. Following an incident in Brazil in which a fan managed to get on stage and yank Beyonce to the floor, her husband decided to increase their security for millions of dollars. JayZ hired 5 new personal security guards, all of whom are former intelligence officers, to accompany the 5 guards who are already assigned to his wife when she travels on top of a manpower. The music mogul also purchased 2 bomb-proof Latvia SUVs, which are similar to the protective military-grade vehicles frequently used by former US presidents. Number 2. 𝐿 Chapo. There are many well-known names behind prison walls, but none is more heavily protected than Mr. Hawken Guzman, the Sinaloa cartel drug lord known around the world as El Chapo. El Chapo has been arrested several times but has always managed to elude capture. However, he was arrested again in 2016 and extradited to the United States, where he is currently incarcerated at 10 South Prison in Manhattan, New York. The drug lord is guarded 24 hours a day by armed guards, who are also guarded by armed guards. He must sleep in a different cell every night, and the dogs who guard him must also taste his food in case of poisoning. Mr. Guzman has even complained about his treatment at the 10 South Prison, including being locked in his cell for 23 hours a day. Except for his lawyer and court appearances, he has been barred from contacting his family or the media. He has certainly become an advocate for prison reform, but should this serial prison escapee, who was accused of killing thousands during Mexico's bloody drug wars, and has a proven history of killing his enemies even while under lock and key, really claim any moral high ground? Number 1. Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping, the president of China, is another divisive and powerful leader. The Central Security Bureau is still shrouded in mystery, and little is known about its internal operations. However, the team is said to be 5,000 strong and operates a network of helicopters. Drones and armed guards will be used to secure locations days before Jinping's arrival. Because China places a high value on cybersecurity, to deal with any perceived online threat, the Central Security Bureau has a separate team. However, the CSB has been used directly against the Chinese head of state in the past, most notably in the 1970s. Many of its top officers plotted a failed coup against the country's then leader, Mao Zedong. Despite the fact that the coup failed, people continue to question the Sami Autonomous Organization's loyalty. What do you think of our list? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want more videos from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.